Pinocchio. Old Geppetto was making a puppet. As he cut the wood, he heard a voice. "Please do not hurt me," it said. Geppetto looked all around. He could not see anyone, so he went on with his work. When he made the puppet's eyes, they moved. When he made the mouth, it laughed. When he made the feet, they kicked. "You are just like a real boy," said Geppetto. He called the puppet Pinocchio. Geppetto showed Pinocchio how to walk. Naughty Pinocchio ran into the street. Geppetto ran after him. A policeman thought Geppetto was being unkind. He took Geppetto to the police station. Pinocchio went home. He was very pleased with himself. "Boys who run away are sorry in the end," said a talking cricket. Pinocchio threw a hammer at the cricket. "I am taking no notice of you," he said. Pinocchio went out in the rain to find some food. Nobody would give him any. He went home hungry. He sat by the fire and fell asleep. Geppetto knocked at the door. Pinocchio got up to answer it. He fell to the floor. "The fire has eaten my feet," he cried. Geppetto climbed in through the window. "Don't worry, Pinocchio," said Geppetto. "I will make you some new feet. First we shall have something to eat." Pinocchio was very pleased with his new feet. "I shall go to school and make you proud of me," he said to Geppetto. "But I need a reading book." Geppetto sold his coat to buy the reading book. On his way to school, Pinocchio saw a puppet theatre. He sold his book and paid to go in. He forgot all about school. He stayed all day and all night. The puppet man gave him 5 gold coins to take home. On the way home, Pinocchio met a fox and a cat. The fox pretended to be lame. The cat pretended to be blind. They tried to trick Pinocchio out of his gold coins. Pinocchio ran away from them. The fox and the cat chased him. They caught him and tied him to a tree. He was rescued by a fairy. She took him home. "How did this happen?" she asked. Pinocchio started to tell her the truth, but he said he had lost the 5 gold coins. They were not lost. They were in his pocket. His nose began to grow. His nose grew because he was telling lies. His nose grew very long indeed. He could not get it through the door. At last the fairy took pity on him. She called some woodpeckers. The woodpeckers pecked his nose back to the right size. Pinocchio wanted to see Geppetto. "I shall go home now," said Pinocchio. On the way he met the fox and the cat. This time they stole his money. Pinocchio told a policeman. The policeman did not believe him. He put Pinocchio in prison. A long time later, Pinocchio came out of prison. He went looking for Geppetto again. Geppetto was looking for Pinocchio. He went to sea in a boat. Pinocchio went to the seashore. He saw Geppetto's boat tossed on the waves. He swam out to help him. Pinocchio met a dolphin in the sea. "Geppetto has been swallowed by a sea monster," said the dolphin. Pinocchio sadly swam on. He reached an island and met the fairy. "I don't want to be a puppet," said Pinocchio. "I want to be a boy." "You can be a boy if you are good," said the fairy. "First, you must go to school." Pinocchio tried to be good, but it was too hard. He ran away to Toyland with some other naughty boys. In Toyland they were all so lazy they soon turned into donkeys. Pinocchio was sold to a circus. In the circus ring, Pinocchio fell and hurt his leg. He was thrown into the sea to drown, but he turned back into a puppet. A sea monster swallowed him. What a surprise! There, inside the fish, Pinocchio found Geppetto. They hugged each other. "We can escape when the monster is asleep," said Pinocchio. They swam out of the monster's mouth. From that day on, Pinocchio looked after Geppetto. Finally, the fairy granted his wish. She made him into a real boy. The end.